Coach Mark Hall, 49-0 win over Glenville State. Just opening remarks from today's game.
Great win for our team. Glenville State was a good team. Came in 4-3. We won 2 in a row. Big team. Last year, they had a lot of success against this program, and those guys were excited to get an opportunity to play again. And I thought we had a great week of practice. I thought the defense made a big-time goal line stop to start the game. Obviously, Glenville had a long drive, got down there first and goal from the 1, and we held up, and then we were able to go 99 yards for the touchdown, which ultimately got us rolling. And it wasn't a perfect game, but back-to-back shutouts, an amazing job by the defense. I think we're playing really good football right now.
You just hinted at it a little bit, but talk about what that defensive stop, especially on the opening drive, means to your team and how that kind of sparks your offense.
It was huge. They made some plays on the first drive, got the ball down there, and we talk about just competing every play and defending every blade of grass and making them earn everything they get. And those guys did a great job of just holding up and getting four stops, and we were able to get that done. And ultimately, like I said, then it turned around. We made big plays and got it down there for the 99-yard touchdown drive. And I think once the defense settled in, we knew we had a chance to hold them down. And then we got to the point where we knew we could get a shutout. So everybody was really playing hard to get that.
No Trey Dixon for little parts of the game today, just up and down the sidelines, but Malik Tobias stepped in and played a phenomenal game, 3 touchdowns. Just talk about Malik's performance today.
I'm really happy and proud of Malik. I don't know what he finished with total yards.
146.
But he's been, he's a kid that transferred here. He was all-conference kid last year. He actually led the nation in yards per catch last year. He's super fast, as you guys can see when he runs. Lots of people can't run with him, and was able to get the ball down the field to him, which is what he does for us. Trey got hurt in the first drive, and guys had to step up. Malik stepped up big, and it was great to see.
This was another game where the defense just seemed to give the quarterback headaches today. Was that just the game plan going forward today with just maybe the size of this quarterback and maybe the lack of running?
Like I told you guys a couple weeks ago, the game plan is always to give the QBs headaches. It's just what we do here. So we're going to be aggressive. We're going to get after the QB. I think the defense has played lights out. I think I looked at it before the game. Since the Charleston loss and with this game, we're outscoring people 253 to 77, and we've won 5 out of 6. And then obviously in the last 3 games, we're 153 or something, 154 to 7 now. So it was just domination by the whole team, but it starts with the defense. Defensive football is one of our key points in our formula to win. I'm an offensive guy, but we talk about playing elite defense. I believe in defense. If we play elite defense, we got a chance to win the game. And Coach Neely and the staff and those guys have done an amazing job, especially the last 5-6 games.
Just from the sidelines perspective, what was the atmosphere like today with this week being homecoming?
I think the sideline was great. I think the guys enjoy winning. They enjoy winning the way we are. We've talked about a lot, not just winning games, but how we win matters. And I think the guys have really bought into that. So they enjoy making big plays and making big stops on defense, and they feed off of each other's energy. And then obviously with the atmosphere today with homecoming, they were feeding off that as well.
I know you touched on it a little bit, but 3-game win streak, 2 shutouts back-to-back in that span. How has this team stayed consistent over these last few games?
I think the guys have just kind of figured it out. They've bought into the things we were preaching earlier in the season, just playing hard, having great energy, being physical, executing, being relentless for 60 minutes. Football's really not a hard game. If you play extremely hard and you do your job and you're physical, usually good things happen to you. And I think we've kind of figured that out in the last month here. And now I don't think, like I told them in the locker room, I think we've become a pretty good team here. And it's unfortunate we have a bye week next week, but I don't think many teams want to play UNCP.
That's it. All right. Thank you, Coach. All right, Sean Hill, another shutout this week for your defense. Just being a leader on the defensive side, what's it feel like from your position just to these last 2 weeks hold opponents to 0.
It's unreal. I don't think I've ever done this in my college career, so having one shutout was crazy, but 2 back-to-back is unreal. I think the defense is just flowing at this point. I don't think anything can really stop us. And yeah, 2 back-to-back shutouts is unreal in my book.
Somewhat of a quiet game for the tackles for loss perspective today, where you guys are one of the best in that category, but still you guys seem to give just about everyone on that Glenville side of the football just headaches and trouble. What were you guys just maybe going through today through the motions?
Well, one, I think some of them spots were a little shoddy, but I think it all starts with the D-line. Our D-line's been playing phenomenal. They're always messing up, vertical knockback, anything you think of. So I think it all starts with the D-line, getting pressure, getting knockback, and if the D-line's playing good, we're playing good. So I think it just starts up front.
Yeah, to add to the back-to-back shutouts, the last 3 opponents, y'all have outscored them 154-7. Sort of just add how the defense has stepped up in this past couple of weeks.
I think it all just comes down to running to the ball, playing fast, playing physical, and just wanting it more. I think we've reached a point in the season where we all understand what the defense needs to do in order for us to win. So I think running to the ball, being physical, that's all it takes.
Obviously, you guys have a bye week coming up. It just depends on who you ask, but the way you guys are rolling right now, are you upset you got a bye week, or you want to keep this thing rolling just week after week? Just
So I got a bye week. So I'm a senior, so I got 1 left. I would love to have 2. So I'm not the biggest fan of the bye week, but it is what it is.
Then 8 pass breakups today. Just from your perspective, how were those DBs tonight? I think Jermaine had a pass breakup too.
I think Malik had one too, but them DBs are playing lights out. Everybody's playing lights out. Quarterback's getting pressure, so he can't really put it on the money every time. So really, like I said before, it all starts up front. It starts with the D-line and the blitz a lot, so everything just kind of unfolds like that.
All right, thanks, Sean. All right. All right, Malik Tobias, 146 receiving yards today, 3 receiving touchdowns, man. Again, what was it like on your end today with this performance?
First of all, I got to thank the O-line because without them, it wouldn't happen. But I just feel like Colin trusts me today. C-ball, get my mentality. That's what I had today.
Do you have a favorite touchdown today? The last one with the Moss looked pretty good, but did you have a favorite in mind?
I don't really have a favorite. But if I had to pick one, I'd say the second one.
Exactly.
Yeah, what were you sort of seeing from their corners and safeties for you to be able to break free from like that?
Basically, I was seeing that they were just playing a lot of bail coverage and giving me the inside, so I just took what they gave me for real.
Trey left the game earlier and just kind of was on and off, but did you realize in that moment you had to maybe take that next step into making Colin feel more comfortable when it comes to throwing the football?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
6 receptions, 146 yards, again, 3 touchdowns. Just again, like going off of Zach, was there anything that you weren't expecting them to throw at you, the Glenville defense, or were you expecting the coverages today?
All the coverages that they showed today on the field was basically what we watched in film, what we go over every day at practice and on our own time. So, yeah.
All right. You got anything else? All right, that's it. Appreciate it, Malik. All right, Jaquan Kelly, 141 rushing yards today and 2 touchdowns. Talk about your performance today, man.
If it weren't for the line and the tight ends, none of this would have happened. I feel like we came out, played fast, and everything just went our way.
Can you walk us through that beast mode type run you had earlier in the game? That was, from all of our reviews, just a heck of a run.
Appreciate it. It was like, he called the play, got the ball, seen the tight end kick out, and I just hit it. And then I seen a whole bunch of other dudes was coming, so I just had to throw them off, and then scored.
Zach, you got one?
Yeah, sort of. What can you say about how the offensive line helped you today for you to be able to find those holes and break free?
The offensive line, like, they move the people out of the way for us, and that's what they do all the time.
This team last year, you were part of the team last year they lost, and you were held to 44 yards, but a year later you pretty much you had 100, you had an extra 100. Just what's it like night and day from this year to last year against Glenville?
I feel like I think got better, and from here on, I'm gonna keep on getting better and better, and it ain't over.
And then also you've got Sincere in the backfield with you. What's it like just playing with, we've asked Sincere before playing with you, but what's it like playing with a running back like Sincere?
Feel good. You know that we got two of the same people.
All right, that's it. All right, appreciate you, Quan.
Appreciate it.